Hey everyone, Sky here to discuss the 1974 Black Christmas, starring Olivia Hussey, Keira Duella, and Margot Kidder, and directed by Bob Clark. Now let's get into this since I am the newbie at this point of all three of the movies. The opening of Silent Night playing in the background and setting up at a sorority house with Barb, played by Margot Kidder, having a party with her sorority sisters, and ends the party by talking with her mother on the phone. And Jess, played by Olivia Hussey, gets a prank call by a mysterious stranger, and she with Barb gets threatened by the stranger, and this is as the setup didn't work for me, as one of the sorority girls has a cat named Claude, who I thought was dead from the start of this movie, and there's a killer in the fucking closet, and these characters are fucking dry. Jess gets a call from Peter, played by Keira Duella, as she wants to talk to him face to face about the fact she's pregnant with a baby and wants an abortion, and their relationship did sour quite a bit in my mouth. And Claire Harrison, who gets killed, and 1 minute later, her father comes by and tries to find her and is pissed at the fact that Clara hangs out with boys and parties, and my problem is these characters are just not that interesting. The sorority sisters go to the cops for help about Clara and writing the phones so they can catch the mysterious creep, but there was something about this plot that did kind of remind me of When a Stranger Calls. But I'll get there later. But I was kind of getting callbacks of that movie, and I haven't seen that movie for probably a decade, as the taxi driver thing honks quite a bit at the horn, and I was getting pretty annoyed by the movie at this point, as the housekeeper gets killed because of trying to find the goddamn cat so she can say goodbye to him. And I thought to myself, yep, she's fucking dead. And as soon as I predicted people getting killed as they did piss me off. Maybe it's because I've seen Friday the 13th, every single one of them, and I know people are going to die, and it annoys the hell out of me. As the phones are wired at the sorority house, Barb has a nightmare about someone entering her room, and Christmas carolers come to their porch and sing Christmas songs in front of Jess, until a murder happens in a park. Meanwhile, Barb is killed by the creep as he calls again, and the cops are tracing it until he hangs up, and when he eventually takes a minute on the phone and the cops do trace him, I thought, what the fuck took it so goddamn long? And here comes the callback from When a Stranger Calls, as the cop says he's inside the house. And that was a cliche from that movie onto When a Stranger Calls. Jess sees the killer as she locks him up, and he finds a way to escape, and Jess sees Peter as he breaks in the house to see if she's okay, and she kills Peter thinking he's the killer, and same goes to the cops. That's pathetic. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 4.7 out of 10. It's a good concept, but executed kind of poorly. I don't like or care or have sympathy for these fucking characters. And I was getting callbacks to When a Stranger Calls so many times, by the way. And good try for making Christmas as a horror movie. It just didn't work for me. So I'll be back next time with the 2006 Black Christmas. And until then, Merry Christmas!